All right, welcome back. Bringing you back into something that happened just a little while ago between the Rockies and the Braves. Nick Allen's thrown out by Jacob Stallings. We're going to show you the throw again because Stallings is dropped down on one knee, and there's so much discussion every year about one knee technique for throwing. It's hard to see because he kind of popped out of his crouch there. For throwing, for blocking pitches, and for Alex Avila, who spent 13 years in the big leagues and the better part of his adult life catching, you're the perfect guy to talk about this with because there's pros and cons to it. Why do guys feel like it's advantageous, and then at what cost when they go down to one knee?
Matty, this is the question that I get the most since I've retired, from former players, from guys still playing now, from fans, from everyone, as far as catching on a knee, because it's drastically different than what we've been used to for so many years. And myself, I kind of transitioned from being a traditional guy in a crouch. I did most of my career to actually catching on a knee for a decent part of at the end of my career. Now, what I did, though, is a bit of a hybrid, because I understood, hey, I'm not as athletic as some of these guys to be able to stay on a knee and be able to put my body in a position to block and to be able to throw. So at times, I would stay in my crouch with guys on base or when there was 2 strikes on a hitter to make sure I could always block and throw. But that was because I understood my limitations. Now, for some catchers, some guys will just stay on a knee and they'll end up, just kind of sacrificing everything else in order to get the framing numbers to be able to steal strikes, right?
Yeah.
I knew myself and what my limitations were. So for a lot of guys, they end up just going to a knee because they want to be able to steal strikes, and they kind of sacrifice their blocking and their throwing. Now, the problem is, some guys could be able to do everything well. And I wanted to get into some guys that do not only framing well, but they also block well, they also throw well from a knee. They're able to do that from a knee and be able to put their bodies in position. Now, the framing, the first part of it, here's we have, Kirk, Moreno, Bo Naylor's been doing really well, Wells, Narvaez for Boston. These guys, the framing part is what everyone knows. Hey, on a knee, what does it help? It helps me get that low strike. We see Kirk here kind of beat the ball to the spot. Same thing on the inside pitch. What does the knee do? It gives you a more comfortable position to be able to put your body in a position to steal those strikes, and mainly for those low pitches and those pitches that are like 50%, kind of that 50-50 zone where you're not sure if it's quite a strike or a ball. That was a great one right there by Moreno. Quick hands, soft hands. The thing is, now it's blocking and throwing where people tend to lack as far as their ability to be able to do it. These guys have been doing it great. And Narvaez has been doing a fantastic job. We talked about Dylan Dingler early in the show. He's been doing fantastic at it as well. The thing is putting yourself in a position, even with the knee. You have that left leg out, using your heel to be able to shift your body to be able to get this pitch right here. I don't care where you're positioned, on a knee or in a crouch. You're just doing everything you can to get in front of it. You're not just being able to block that the most typical way. But all these situations are with guys on base, guys on second base, guy on third base, less than 2 outs, and they're still able to get in front of the ball and keep it in front of them and block well. So you're not giving that up just because you're trying to steal runs. Now, the other thing is throwing. People think, well, you're on a knee. You're not going to be able to be in as good a position to throw. These guys are bucking that trend right here. Contreras, he's throwing over 50%. I know guys that caught their entire careers in a crouch and never sniffed 50% at being able to throw guys out. It's the athleticism. It's understanding what your body can do as a catcher. And you can see Contreras here always just making sure he's in the right position to be able to make a strong, accurate throw, whether it's to second base, whether it's to third base. But it's positioning his leg, his right leg, to be able to push off and throw like if he was in a regular crouch. Baez with St. Louis does a great job with it as well. Making sure his body's in a position, shifting his leg to get ready and give himself the best chance to throw the runner out.